And here we are. We do have Flamyy actually on the field, on the pictures, but that's going to be, well, the plane is coming, as we can see. And, well, that's going to head there. We can see easily that's coming from the western side. It's going to be heading somewhere in Puerto Paraíso region, anyways, on the eastern side. So it's going to be a not completely horizontal plane, but, I mean, it's a pretty decent plane. It should be quite fair, but it's a little bit more on the southern side. So, yeah, that's going to mean that, yeah, a lot of the places there on the northern side will not be playable. We can see Sweden jumping early from the plane. And of course, with this kind of plane, we can always expect that some teams will not be making their usual home grounds, and they will have to make decisions which they probably wouldn't do otherwise if the plane would be more on the northern side. But I mean, it looks okay for now. We have Bosnia heading somewhere on the Valle del Mar. We have Sweden actually heading towards the Secret City, and Denmark seems to be taking the El Pozo. We do have Hungary or Montenegro. Ukraine, they will go there on the northern side of the power grid, so kind of like this Tornado Energy or Navi places these days, which we call them, and Russia taking the power grid instead, so that's going to be their place this time. We do see Morocco on the same places. We can see Netherlands, of course, heading for the Pecado. On Los Leones, it's going to be, again, it's going to be, well, Serbia there and Croatia there on the southwestern side of Los Leones. We do have South Africa heading towards Impala, and then from the remaining teams, I mean, Belgium, Italy, Tunisia, somewhere on the Lapendida graveyard area. Let's see how they will be playing it out, because they might want to take some vehicles as well and get away, because that's going to be way too many teams on that area.
Yep, Ukraine, they're looking to try and add to the tally, but Orange is still yet to make the rotate. He is all the way up on the north. Morocco now looking to make a move of their own, because they're getting in those vehicles. They do not want to take any more damage from Ukraine. Up to the northwest as Phase 3 continues to close. Now is the time where teams want to be getting into their end game positions. If not, they are going to be in huge trouble. Alia going for the spray onto Sweden. Finds the headshot on Mome. Down he goes, but the flush isn't theirs just yet. Patulins is the one who's able to confirm it in the end. As Sweden go down, it's Bankai that gets the final kill to them. So 16th place for Sweden, but still 15 teams remaining, and we're just about to head into Phase 4 Copter. Teams who are not inside circle already are going to be in huge trouble, or even teams to the south, because look, that zone has just pulled big time up to the north. That's a positive thing for Ukraine, because now they can focus on denying Morocco entry.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing with the Sweden was that they stayed too long in the blue, so they had no idea where the team's going to be inside. Now we have actually Spider getting a lot of damage towards Morocco. Two guys will fall down from the vehicle. Beami is going to be getting the plus from the other one. Now it's going to be Beami and Wookiebookie, and that's going to be end of Morocco just in a matter of seconds when they will come inside. I mean, getting to the circle between Ukraine and Denmark, when you have such a sharp shooters, Wookiebookie and the others, they will immediately drop down. There was no chance at all on that situation. Meanwhile, we do have Denmark now also opening fire towards Ukraine, because they will immediately realize that there's going to be the other team on the side. Probably they had some kind of information on the past as well, but when Ukraine came for the spray a little bit towards Denmark as well, when they needed to get those angles, that's kind of like opened the way for them. Now we can see Hungary and Russia. Pro is going to be under fire. With Russia also getting some damage towards them. Badu's going to go right towards Alia. Nobody's going to be knocking down. Hungary's going to be crashing on Ukraine, and that's going to be Denmark now opening fire at the same time. Spider's going to get very stuff. Orange will be getting box both down. That's going to be two guys down from Hungary as well, and Ukraine, they will have a knock from Perfectis. Hungary has been taken down as a whole, because Beami is going to get the last one. Prorix. So another team who's going to decide to rotate right between Denmark and Ukraine will be flushed down just in a matter of seconds. Denmark, they will still continue the great streak. 5 kills for them, 4 players still alive. Also Netherlands, they have been getting some kills, 19 points for them as well. So Denmark and Netherlands, they're kind of like leading the scoreboard. And now Wookiebookie is going to be spotting Russia, and that's going to be a spray coming from Wookiebookie, getting Alia down. He's going to be trying to get inside of that shack. Ukraine's going to be shooting from the distance, but Alia, I mean, he's separated from the rest of the team, and it's still a question mark. Can Russia actually go for the revival? It's going to be tricky.
To try and enter for his team, as the rest of the squad are just running, relying on a smoke wall. It's Italy and South Africa that are farming damage towards them. Archie now down to low HP. His vest is gone, and so is his body. He's knocked, flushed out as well. It's Italy that pick up the point, as Hunter similarly following suit. It's all down to Milton. He throws the nades to try to connect onto Austria, but Austria, that player has already already dipped.
Yeah, Milton's gonna be trying to get inside. I mean, very brave position to start shooting there with a couple of HP remaining, but he's gotta get just barely there inside. Maybe he can do some damage towards Italy, but now he needs to be dodging all those shots coming from Belgium and Italy. We can see Silas trying to take advantage from the situation. Will be opening fire towards Milton. There's gonna be damage, but not getting enough. Bunga gets Lookout at the same time. Headshot happening on the background as we can see QB getting Ivers, getting the flush from that one. So more points for Serbia as Fritz will be still opening to fire towards Austria. That's gonna be Schmidi who's gonna be trying to get away. Ballas will be getting unfixed down, so it's gonna be Belgium and South Africa sharing some shots there on the northern side as the circle will be dropping there on the south. But they will, I don't know what's gonna be the case here because Italy, they're kind of like waiting Belgium to make their moves, and I mean for Silas that could be horrible. Now we can see also South Africa shooting from the side. It's gonna be Hawk Diggity getting Silas down, and they will try to do a drive-by. Now it's gonna be Fritz going between Italy, and there we have the spray coming from O'Connell and Ilius, and there we can see O'Connell. Oh, there's gonna be Belgium falling down. I mean Italy, they will do it. They will get those kills, and they can still maybe, just maybe try to save Ilius as well. It's gonna be his first knock, so O'Connell might just have the time still.
Yep, Beami and Flamyy both taking one down apiece from Ukraine as Milton is just laying prone, hoping that O'Connell isn't able to find him. But look right behind him, there's an Austrian player, it's Crystal Ops, and he is sneaking up. O'Connell going for the revive, he gets it just about in time. But now the fights are starting to kick off over on the northern side. Two players from Ukraine flushed out by Hjort as Flamyy tries to get a bit of aggression of his own started. Bram catches him from the side angle to deny any pushes coming out. Ironic, still opening up. The Netherlands attacking on all fronts right now. It's Nanobot goes down. South Africa confirm themselves. Another point, can they add to that tally though? Because Unfix is tagged. He's out of the fight for the time being. Soda looking like he might be as well, as everyone is just clustering onto the minimal hard cover that's still remaining. Smash just smashes down the door and knocks down one from Serbia. That leaves only QBE left standing inside of this building, and there's only so much you can do as a solo. South Africa start to make a run, and Tunisia's solo gets eliminated. It's Crystal Ops that gets the kill. Ukraine, can they make the run? It's not looking like it. Hot diggity indeed, as he takes down Spyros, but Perfects might just end up denying points to Zone, whether intentionally or not here.
Yeah, that's going to be Italy falling at the same time as well, but I mean, great play actually coming from South Africa, getting that much damage coming when they have so many teams coming towards them. Of course, that's going to be a problematic situation, but they have Ukraine still here, but I mean, still they did pretty well on that situation. Denmark's going to be following it from the side as well, so it's going to be not easy to be here on the northern side, especially when the circle will be shifting more towards the south, so these guys will find themselves outside of the zone, and that's going to be Ukraine actually falling down, because with the unfixed will flush down Perfect. This Hjort is going to be flushing down Hawk Diggity as well, and we'll get a knock towards Zoda as well. Meanwhile, Netherlands, as we can see, they're fighting all these directions, going to be fighting with the Russia next, and they still have, Bulgaria waiting there on the southern side. Now they will open fire towards Denmark. That's with South Africa falling down, because Hjort will find unfixed and Soda. Batulin spread towards Ironic. Ironic will fall down, so Batulin will get Ironic with the AUG, and Russia, that's going to be the first. Well, they have one kill, by the way, so that's going to be the second point if they can actually get that flush, and Batulin will be trying to nade towards the Netherlands. Will be trying to, kind of like get on top of that hill and try to get some, information about what's happening on the circle. Meanwhile, Batulin just going to be trying to still find more players, but he's going to be found down. It's going to be Bram getting Batulin down, and now Russia will be at least one player knocked down. Example's going to be joining for the party. We'll be putting a nade inside, but that's not going to be finding anybody. And meanwhile, we do have Batulin falling down. It's going to be Bram's nade. That's actually going to flush him down, unfortunately. Serbia, the last player, QB, will be trying to get inside of the building. Will be flushing down huge from Turkey, and there's going to be still a second player inside. Lucky the QB is not going to be found from the hallway. I mean, he was just completely visible, and it's going to be Smash actually knocked, not knocked down, but anyway, flash banged.
Oh, he's
and
out of
QB
ammo.
just waiting. It's going to be QB reloading. 3 shots still remaining. Let's see how he's going to manage this. Needs to do something about it. Does only have 3 shots, and that's not going to be enough. And that's going to be a mini still with 120, but Smash getting that kill, and Serbia, they will be taken down, so Turkey is going to win that fight, but I mean, very unlucky for the QB running out of ammo.
Beezer playing up top, not sure whether he spotted out the player, but he definitely hears Lou making the push, spots the hand, goes the spray, but it isn't enough to find the kill. Fee down as Beami comes in for the third party. Beezer drops down, he's out in the open, he needs his teammates to come alive, and Bram is doing exactly that, getting the side angles, throwing down the fire, doing some big big damage. It's Beami that nearly goes down. Example and Alia both eliminated, but Bulgaria actually going to be the ones to find that as Ironic goes down. It's Ibiza and Bram left remaining. No longer Ibiza as Lou gets the knock before getting shot with the mini. It's only Bram left for the Netherlands. He's got the hard cover, but everybody is focused on this compound now, Copter.
Yeah, I mean, the northern side is going to be complete thrill. There's so many teams on the area. We can see Bulgaria, we can see Denmark there, we can see just Croatia waiting there in the middle of the circle. Seago's going to be holding a play step, so definitely Netherlands, they will need to do something if they want to stay alive here as well. But I mean, they have still 2 players alive. They can just revive the one probably as well, and the rest of the team playing from the southern side. But this is going to be a problem. But Smash is going to find that angle. We'll find Nanabat down, and can he still get more of the... Oh, there's going to be a second knock already. Smash from Turkey. He's going to open the fire, and that's going to be a huge problem for them. And now he wants to go and get those points. He wants to go. Does he actually want to go for the drive-by? What's going to be the play here? Or does he just wants to move a little bit to get a safer place on the circle? He wants to go on the middle of the circle. But there's going to be Seiko waiting for him as well. But he will get next to the tractor. Seiko's not going to pop up from there. No, will be not doing anything about it. And now it's going to be Denmark coming down. But it's going to be at the same time. But it's going to be getting Bram down. And now we have a situation. Netherlands will fall. Actually, Pusek's getting all of them. It's going to be Bram and Flamyy falling down. In Netherlands, they are down. And it's going to be also Beami fighting Smash from Turkey at the same time.
Netherlands go down. They were in first place, but not anymore with the dominant performance coming out from Denmark. They get yet another kill, this time on Pusek, as right now 14 frags in this game alone. This is seriously putting them up into first place, and they are going to be one to watch tonight. Austria, 1 player standing. Croatia in the same boat. Bulgaria, they need to get the revive, but that ain't looking likely. So right now, it's Denmark versus the world with 3 players standing and solos all around to try and take them out. Not just yet. Phase 8, it's popped. We know it's going to come down dead center of this. That's just how Phase 9 works. These players, they have a minute to get into this circle, but after that, there's about 5 seconds before it moves again. Chris Lops, he moves out. Flamy's already looking on it. Now, it's Austria eliminated in 4th. It's Denmark versus 2 sets of solos as Hjort taking a big engagement on towards 1. It's Bankai that gets the knock, but he's traded out. Zico, he's biding his time, and it almost pays off. He takes down 1, but it's not enough. Beami for Denmark returns the fire, and an 18-kill chicken dinner. That is 28 points, Copter.
Respect my mind, no die from last shot. I pray my dick get big as the apple time, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn, I feel amazing. Damn, I'm in the matrix. My mind is living on cloud 9 and